remain standing. Get ready for the answer. In prayer, we ask Mr. Moses to come to the stage.
We just ask that you're gracious with your presence. We welcome you, Holy Spirit, in this atmosphere, that you will have your way, you will have your seat. You will tug on the hearts of each individual here today. And I declare to you, you are coming for us. I declare that God bless you, God keep you. God cause his face to shine upon you and give you strength. God strengthen you on every side. I declare generational blessing instead of generational curse. I break every attack of the enemy concerning your life, your success, your future. I break the bands of wickedness that the enemy will try to hold you and stagnate you. I declare you are free to soar, you are free to excel, you are free to prosper, you are free to elevate, you are free to rise, you are free to joy and rejoice. I declare that no weapons formed against you shall prosper, and every tongue that rises up against you in judgment is condemned. I declare the great exchange, that God will give you beauty for ashes, the oil of joy for mourning, the garment of praise for spiritual heaviness. I thank God for you. I thank God for your life. I thank God for your generation. I declare that you're going to make your parents proud. You're going to make Trinidad and Tobago proud. You're going to make St. Joseph Secondary proud, even as you go forth.
Thank you, Mr. Moses. You may take your seats. All right, to deliver our safety protocols for this morning's ceremony, we ask Mr. McNichols to come to the stage.
Pleasant good morning, everyone. My name is Mr. McNichols, School Safety Officer, and I'm here to deliver the safety briefing. In the case of any emergency, you will hear 3 short bursts of the bell, followed by a long burst. You have to exit the compound in a quick and orderly manner, exiting the same gate again entrance, surrounding the compound. The male toilet, the boys, is located directly behind you, my right, your left. The females in front of you, my right, your left. Do have a safe and healthy day.
Representative of the Minister in the Ministry of Education, Mr. Francis Weeks.
School Supervisor 3, Mrs. Karen Barbosa Conan.
Feature Speaker, Mr. Nestor Dinu Alloy.
Representative of the local school board.
Acting Principal of the St. Joseph Secondary School, Mr. Mustafa and Mrs. Mustafa.
Acting Vice Principal of St. Joseph Secondary, Mrs. Mohammed White.
Representatives of Tutor, President of the PTA.
Specially invited guests.
Staff of the St. Joseph Secondary School, parents, and most of all, students of the graduating class 2022 of the St. Joseph Secondary School. Good morning. We can do better than that. My name is Ms. Sis Narayan.
My name is Mr. Maraj.
And it is our pleasure to be your Masters of Ceremony for these graduation exercises.
Take pride in welcoming you to the graduation ceremony of the St. Joseph Secondary School 2022.
Graduation time is one of celebration as we reflect on all of the accomplishments of the school, both academic and co-curricular, over the past year. We ask you to sit back, relax, and enjoy the morning with us as we get right into it. In order for a school to fully function, it must play an integral role in its governance. To bring greetings to you on this very momentous occasion, I now ask the representative of the Minister in the Ministry of Education, Mr. Francis Weeks, to bring us greetings at this time.
Pleasant good morning. I am glad that the salutations were given very early, so I will not repeat it, but I'll say all protocols being followed. Thank you very much to this beautiful and handsome couple that is sharing. I'm glad we can laugh. We should laugh. Life is about happiness. And today is about you, the graduating class of St. Joseph Secondary 2022. Let's put our hands together. Let's put our hands together again. Because we are proud that you are here. On behalf of the Minister in the Ministry of Education, the Honorable Lisa Morris Julian, who is abroad presently, I am given the great opportunity to represent her and by extension the ministry. But more than anything else, I am happy to be here because could be 30-some years ago I sat where you sat. So at 50, it is fun to be here looking down at where you are, to tell you, you have no idea what is going to happen next. So you need to enjoy today more than any other time. Regardless of what anyone tells you about tomorrow, you need to make the most of today. And today is celebrating what you have accomplished, what your parents have sacrificed every day, from the day you were born to the time you were named to where you are now. And of course, we also celebrate every teacher, friend, family member that has impacted your life. I like the theme, you are conquerors. As you go about from today, you are going to have to be more than conquerors. Finishing school in secondary is simple compared to anything else you'll ever do in your life. So if you think this was hard, or this was frustrating, or this was very stressful, trust me, Every day from today, you will look back and say, oh God, I miss these school days. I miss them teachers that used to buff me. I miss them friends that I never used to talk to. I miss the friends that I used to talk to. I miss this, I miss that. And you will not have it, but you'll be able to hold on to it. So the friendships you have now, hold on to that. That will make you more than a conqueror. The relationships you have built here, hold on to that. That will make you more than a conqueror. The trials and tribulations you experience here, learn from it. It will make you more than a conqueror. I trust you when you go out into the real world, because this isn't the real world, this is school. When you go out into the real world, you're going to meet people that are a little different from your friends, and maybe a little more similar to who are not your friends. And you're going to have to live with them, and work with them, and grow with them. And nothing is wrong with that, because we are all different. So the first C word I want to add to you as being more than a conqueror is courage. I encourage you to be courageous. I encourage you to be bold. I encourage you to be committed to who you are and what you represent. Let no one look down on you. No one look down at you because of your age, your gender, your name, your race, your religion. Be bold and call your name loud. Be courageous and believe in who you are. The second C word after courage is commitment. Be committed to be the best version of you. You don't want to be like anybody else. Be committed to be happy. Be committed to be strong. Be committed to be healthy. And be committed to be thankful, and forever and ever apply gratitude to every single thing that is given to you and that you give. And finally, the last C word. Be courageous, be committed, and be of good character. The first rule of thumb of good character is to love you, adore you, feel good every day about you. You can't love anybody if you don't love you. You can't help anybody if you can't help you. So rule number one in building your character, love you, believe in you. Second rule in building your character, be that kind word, be that kind help to someone else. And you're going to build a network that will make you absolutely more than a conqueror. So those 3 C's, I believe you will be courageous. I know you will be committed. And for what I'm seeing here, you're going to continue to have excellent character. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Francis Weeks, for those wonderful words of wisdom. Right, every organization depends heavily on its leaders. And institutions such as this one requires a strong leader with a vision to take it into the future. To address you at this time, I welcome to the podium the acting principal of the St. Joseph Secondary School, Mr. Wazir Mustafa.
On your stage. How that happened? Who do that? Ceremony? Decorations? Who did this? yesterday, even the day before. Are we? Aren't we? Are we still on? Isn't this happening? Yes. We kept the faith. We kept strong. You are conquerors. We are going to make this happen. We must make this happen. You deserve this. In 2017, 181 of you started this journey. Look around you. I'm counting 64 and a half. Alright, 64. But even for exams that finished on Friday gone, and that's how recently exams finished. There were less than 100 I registered in November of last year. What is happening? You survive. Look at each other. You're survivors. You're conquerors. The world does it. And you will continue to do it. Our guest speaker will speak more on this, but our ministry representative said it perfectly. You are conquerors. Every yesterday is a memory of dreams. Every tomorrow is a vision of hopes. Remember those words. I look upon you, I look at all of you. And yes, I do have memories of when you first entered in 2017. And after last week when people ran me down for box lunch, I remember. But our storm warning yesterday caused our school feeling to shut down, not just for us, throughout the country. Everybody had to take care of their homes, their jobs, safeguard themselves. But when I left the school yesterday after 2, I left teachers preparing the hall. And teachers never gave up. Everything will be said to you, and you will hear it continuously and controllably. You have to follow. It may not dawn on you now, but it will dawn on all of you. This is a step, small step, but big future for all of you. Many of you have come to me for recommendations, and I willingly gave it. I had some hesitations, but I want to give you a fighting chance, because as was rightly said by Mr. Weeks, this is your time. As our former music teacher once said in song, the journey just begins. It has just begun. You all of us here, hoping for the best for each of you, for all of you. I have cut my speech because I anticipated. What's the name for the song? Wave coming? Number 3? Well, 3 followed by 4 followed by 5. It's coming. But that is life. You will be faced with troubles, trials, and tribulations. Long time activity stands for something else. But now, you have to be strong. What is the motto of the school? It's right there. The will does it from one and all. Remember our prayer. I thank you, good luck, and continue.
I thank you, our acting principal, Mr. Wazir Mustafa. All right, students, just to add a different flavor now to the ceremony, right, to display some talent that we have here at St. Joseph Secondary School, right? To render a musical item on our national instrument, the steel pan, let us welcome D'Angelo Sejaga, one of our graduates.
Mr. Weeks and Mr. Aloy enjoying, so that's so heartwarming to see. We move on, and it's now time for our feature address. Our feature speaker today is a past student of our school. Mr. Nestor Dinu Aloy attended the Kirup Junior Secondary School from 1999 to 2002. He then moved on to Trinity College East from 2002 to 2004, where he wrote his CSEC examinations. It was always his dream to become an attorney at law, and so he went on to pursue a Bachelor of Laws degree at the University of the West Indies Cave Hill campus in Barbados, and then achieved his legal education certificate at the Hugh Wooding Law School. Through utmost perseverance, November 23, 2018, and has since been practicing law in Trinidad and Tobago. He does matters in criminal law, civil litigation, family law, probate and conveyancing, as well as corporate law. He's the lead attorney at Nestadino Alloy and Company, located on Pembroke Street in Port of Spain. Let us welcome our featured speaker, a past student, Mr. Nestadino Alloy.
Pleasant morning to each and every one. A distinguished morning to the principal and members of staff of this illustrious school. I deem it an honor and privilege to be here this morning, having been a past student and having walked through my eyes started to get a little teary for a moment because it has been years since I've traversed this institution. This morning I just want to beg your indulgence for a few. I won't keep you long for the sake of time, but I just want to leave you with some words of encouragement, words that I hope would edify you this morning as you embark on this new chapter in your life. Many moons ago, there was this woman from Santa Cruz. She was suffering with substance abuse, particularly cocaine, marijuana, in the 80s. And she was helpless. She couldn't help herself. She made 7 children. And as fast as she gave birth to one child, the following year she would give birth to another child. Her parents were young parents, so it was very difficult for her parents decided to put all of this lady's children in an institution, so St. Mary's Children's Home. It so happened, prior to that decision being made, that woman who was suffering with substance abuse, she actually would have fled from where she was living in Santa Cruz because she would have purchased drugs with counterfeit money, $100 bill that was fake. She went to a drug lord and would have purchased marijuana, and that drug lord realized that it was a fake $100 bill and was out for her. And we know what I'm talking about. So she fled with her children, very young, some in Pampers, in the country. I don't know if you're familiar with a place called Bish. Some people call it behind one back. And she not being in a position to take care of herself, much less her children, she would be missing in action. She would leave her children unattended. And one out of those 7 children was very young. He was left in a cardboard box in a makeshift shack in Bish, in the forest. And the villagers heard that child crying and came to inquire what was happening, and discovered toddlers in Pampers, some of them were naked, crying, hungry, emaciated. And that the authorities came in and they would have placed those children in the St. Mary's Home. A short while after, like a few months after, one of the aunts of the children, mind you, all of those children were from different fathers. One of the aunts of one of the children, the 6th child, actually took the child out of the institution. It is customary if a family member wants custody of the child, fostership of the child, the state would release that child in the care of that relative. And that aunt happens to be a Guyanese national. And she went to the Guyanese consulate in efforts of renewing her passport to travel to the US. But something strange happened. She actually asked the consular officer, a woman of East Indian descent, "Can you take care of this child just for a couple of weeks? I'm going to the US to acquire a place, and I would come back and collect this child. She left $50 US with that lady. And today, I must say, that child was me. The thing about it is, I actually had difficulty getting into an institution because I went under the alias Nestor Grant. My former form teacher, Miss Silly Liverpool, she knew me as Nestor Grant. Eventually, when I was officially adopted and I acquired my mother's name, my adopted parents' name. Dino is my mother's maiden name and Aloy is my father's name. So I know I confuse a lot of people. Dino, Indian, Aloy, Chinese, what's happening here? And I have to, at every job interview, I have to say long story, but hire me and I'll tell you. Nevertheless, I'm here, I decided to share that personal information. That circumstances don't make us who we are, contrary to what Bob Marley said. You know, there's a song, circumstances made us who I am. I'm here to let you know that we are creators of circumstances and we are not creatures of circumstances, right? Don't allow your situation to stymie, to thwart your dreams and aspirations and your ambition in life. It doesn't matter what home you come from. It doesn't matter if you grew up in a single parent household. It doesn't matter if you had to eat bread and sardine for years and while other people could have afforded a box of KFC every day. I don't know what it's like to have allowance and all of that, you know. The point I'm trying to say is, if you are determined to succeed and you put your, our school's motto said, will does it, you allow your will to take precedence in your life, you will achieve it. It's inevitable. So this morning, I just want to encourage you this morning, as you embark on this new journey, don't give up, don't give in, regardless of what is happening around us globally. Sometimes we tend to become anxious as to what's happening. We are coming out of a pandemic. Now they're talking about monkeypox, and it's like, is it that God is coming for his will? You know, this morning I just want you to know, do not be dismayed regardless of your circumstance. Be encouraged. Another thing I want to stress on is respect. It's important to have respect for your parents, your teachers, and most importantly, those in authority. Because in this world, there are laws that exist, and I can't help but talk about laws, as you know, I'm an attorney. Apart from laws of the land, there are laws of this universe that people are not cognizant of. In other words, just for example, the law of gravity. What goes up must come down. But there are laws, there are spiritual laws. If you disobey your parents, the Bible speaks about consequences. And we see a lot of young persons falling and dying untimely deaths because of disrespect, having no respect for those in authority. And that's why we have a lawless society today. There are consequences for our actions. Yes, sometimes our parents can get under our skin, but being a good conflict resolutionist, you ought to curb your anger. Go in the room, say, Mommy, please give me some time. We have children now. This morning, I want to urge you, that's not the right way, because there are consequences. I deal with a lot of young children before the courts, having hit their parents, having pulled the trigger at a relative or friend. I don't want to see any of you. I'm taking keynote of the faces this morning. I don't want to have to represent you. I like being a lawyer, yes, I like money, but it really irks me to know that I have to represent somebody having made a poor decision in life. Okay? So this morning I won't keep you further. remember, if it's one thing that stayed with you, is don't give up. You are creators of circumstances and not creators, and have respect for those in authority, and I trust that everything would go well. So all the best to the graduates this morning, all the best in your future endeavors, and I pray that you enjoy what's left of the program and enjoy what God has in store for you. Have a wonderful evening.
All right, let's hear it again for Mr. Roy. Wonderful speech. All right, students. Now, I don't know if you know, you have completed 5 years of secondary school. And that in itself is a remarkable achievement. All right, so I just want you all to give yourselves a round of applause for that. And to reward you with this 5 years of secondary school, we like to distribute the certificates now. All right, and we'll start off by calling the form teachers of each class that we call out. All right, so for the first one, 5.1, we ask. All right, all students of 5.1, please stand. And we ask Mrs. Manu and Ms. Hayward to come to the stage. First up, we have Akim Alexander. Jonathan Baker. Jalini Best. Leon Barrett. Zion Davis. Michael Dover. Anthony Estrada. Adrian Grant. Johanna Grogan. Yanel Hazel. Michaela Lewis. Nathan Lewis. Elijah Noel. Avisha Ramdani. Tia Ramlochan. Justin Ramdal. Zane Smith. Rebecca Vasquez. And finally, Letitia Waters.
Let's give a lusty round of applause for all students of 5.1. We move on to Form 5.2. Would all students of Form 5.2 please stand and move to the side? I'd like to call on Ms. Ashby to distribute these certificates. Liana Barath. Ian Bishop. Kiban Bisasa. Brianna Blake. Jonathan Charles. Diamond Delancey. Shania Fraser. Ronaldo Hammond. Brianna Howard. Andy Lucas. Jada Prasad. Adia Roach. Kia Samuel. Caitlin Springer. Ophelia White. And Karen Williams. Hearty congratulations to students of 5.2. Thank you so much. You may have your seats, and we call students of 5.3. I'll ask Mr. Miraj to do the honors and call on Mrs. Seeley Liverpool and Miss Martin to do the distribution.
Rajiv Basi, Rihanna Budu, Michaela Brown, Joshua Carrington, Alyssa Charles, Dave Crawford, Janine Hayes, Tamara Henry, Tanisha Ironside, Jadel James, Avinash Mahavir, Trey Paul, Jemiah Samuel, our musician D'Angelo Sajagan, Daniela Sherwood, Liana St. Bernard, and Cherie Stansford. Alright, let's hear it for 5.3 again. We now ask the students of 5.4 to stand. Alright, distribute the certificates for 5-4. We ask Ms. Singh to the stage. First up, we have Kalicia Arts. Walana Barrett. Chanel Cox. Bernicia Figaro. Amaya Fangyan. Ishawn Hamilton. Nico Isidore, Jamela John, Shania Joseph, Karina Mirage, Kanisha Peters, Kanisha Shalto, Simmons. Dario Sugu. And Kanisha Wilson. Alright, thank you, Ms. Singh. We ask 5-5 to stand, please. And I'll ask Ms. Wright to deliver the names.
I'd like to call on Ms. Hunt. From 5.5, Andrea Applewhite. Malik Bartholomew. Curtis Boudou. Jaden Keto. Shakimia Danula. Naomi Dindia. Amira Francois. Dara Francois. Tiana Gonzalez. Caitlin James. Onika John. Caron Lewis. Shania Narayan Singh. Jonathan Simmons. And Tanisha Valentine. Hearty congratulations to all students of 5.5. With the bad weather and so on, a lot of people have arrived late, so I'd like to call on Jamela John of 5.4 to receive your certificate from Mr. Maraj. Yeah, let's hear it for them one more time. It is now time to recognize our most outstanding students in our subject awards for social studies. We'd like to call on Ms. Manu to present. Receiving the award for Social Studies, Naikwa Isidore.
Thank you, Mr. Mustafa. We have Mr. and Mrs. Pontiflet. The next pair, we have Mr. Julian and Mrs. Mahabir. Mr. Moses and Mrs. O'Connell. Next up, we have Mr. Lewis and Mrs. Mohammed Jennings. All right, students, do enjoy.
Good morning, graduates. Stand and give yourself a round of applause. But can't get to here. Very don't know what happened this week, but my committee and I, along with the staff, said this graduation is going to take place, despite whatever challenges. And trust me, there were many challenges, many along the way. Your entire graduation, in case you all don't know, is based on donations. Donations by teachers. I want to call some names, I want to call some names. Some behind the scenes. Once I went to them, yes, miss. Yes, miss. My heart was warm to see how much they were ready to put out for you. So we haven't had a graduation like this because of the COVID. You all know that. The storm was about to come to tell us no June, but that did not happen. We made it. We are here. So I would like to thank First Ministry Representative Mr. Wheat for gracing us with his presence this morning. Let's give it up. My students, my dear friend, and I can now say a colleague as well, Mr. Nestor. As he told you all, I always knew him as Grant. So when I saw Dino Alloy, who is this? He was our head boy at one time, a wonderful, perfect student in every way. Let's bring him up.
It's